Hello everybody, I'm Kelvin Hawthorne, and what to do if a heat wave hits your area. First thing you're really going to need is water. As of now, I have purified water. It's pure, fresh tasting. You can buy stuff like that at Hy-Vee or Walmart, High-Low, anywhere like that. Now, also, you're going to need these fancy things they call fans, as well as an air conditioning. Now, when to really be worried if a heat wave hits your house. If there's a heat advisory out, be on the lookout. Have some water. Have fans on. Make sure your doors are closed. Now, if excessive heat warning hits your area, make sure you are drinking at least 2 bottles of these in the day. Having the fan, the air on with your door closed, the ceiling fan on if you have one. Make sure you limit as much electricity as possible. Close your curtains. That will limit some of the light. Make sure that some of your electronic stuff is off. Try to make as many cold foods as possible, or eat as many cold foods as possible. Getting some of that heat into your house could also make it hot in your house. Make sure most of your lights are shut off, because lights can also interact with that. If you have more than one TV in your house, make sure at least 2 or less are on. That could also heat up your house. You can also make sure that if somebody smokes in your house, make sure they limit their smoking in that day, and make sure your blankets are in your corner, because you're not going to need those. Now, my sister lives here in my house. She uses a blanket if it's 116 degrees with a heat index of 190. She don't care. She uses a blanket either way. She'll turn off the air and open the door. Don't let your sisters do that. Don't let your moms or dads or anybody do that. Make sure your elderly grandparents are okay. If they don't have any water, make sure you take them some. Your neighbors. I have an elderly neighbor that there's 2 down that street and 1 right next door. You can take, okay, there went my water. You can take some water to them, make sure they're okay at least 3 times a day, especially if you're young. You can go out and you can do that. Also, make sure you don't drink pop. Pop is really bad for you. It'll actually make you dehydrated, and you'll have to go to the hospital. And if you have signs of heat stroke, make sure you call 911. I'll put the signs of heat stroke below in the comments, and make sure your pills or medication is in a safe place in case make sure, like, you can only have these in certain temperatures. Let's see, don't say anything, but you can only have pills in certain temperatures. This don't say anything. Anyway, yeah, you have to make sure that you're following all these directions that I just said, and the signs of heat stroke will be in the comments below.